Hey guys, what's up? It's Mel here, and I know it's been such a long time since I posted a video. I'm really sorry. This summer has been incredibly busy. As a lot of you guys may or may not know, I work as a wedding videographer, so during the entire summer, every single weekend, I'm booked for wedding shoots, sometimes back-to-back, 3, 4, or 5 times in a row. So yeah, I've been pretty exhausted, but good news is that wedding season is finally slowing down, so more time to create content. And in November, I actually just booked a solo trip to Taiwan and Singapore because I really miss traveling and I thought it'd be a nice break to go drink some bubble tea, you know? So anyways, I'm here today with a Q&A video. I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram, and I just picked a few that I thought would be interesting to answer. Actually, I picked a lot, so it's gonna be a long one. Grab some popcorn and let's get started. First question. Anna Shiaz808 asks, who or what first got you into playing MapleStory? So I don't remember exactly how I first got into playing MapleStory, but I do know that growing up I had 4 other sisters and 2 male cousins who all lived in the same house, and in our basement it was basically like a computer lab. We'd have computers lined up against the wall, and RuneScape was the first MMO that we all played together, and then MapleStory just happened to be the next one. Tycoon Dude asks, eat McDonald's every day for a year for every meal, or sleep in a room of cockroaches for a month. 100% McDonald's, no questions asked. If I were to sleep in a room full of cockroaches, not even for a month, for a day or for a second, I feel like I would rather die. Denzel Kwan asks, if you had to get one male hairstyle from MapleStory, what would it be? If it was on myself, I would choose Dragon Tail because it looks like a cute braid. But if we're talking about in-game, then my favorite male hairstyle is Grand Lion. It's like a mohawk, and I think it looks really cool. Taka Fukada asks, what motivates you to get up in the morning? I feel like this could be a pretty deep question, but honestly, what motivates me to get up in the morning is knowing that I have to get stuff done. Aside from that, either the smell of delicious food coming from the kitchen, or just being tired of laying in bed for way too long and feeling unproductive. In terms of work, like for wedding shoots, what motivates me to get up is knowing that I'm needed and that people are expecting me to show up and capture one of the most important days of their life. So that feeling of being depended on and just knowing that your work and your skills are valued in your job, that's what motivates me to get up and, you know, do my best. Braden.rk asks, what is your greatest accomplishment? If I were to choose my greatest accomplishment in this moment in time, I'd probably say paying off my student debt all by myself. As you guys know, I have a huge family and my parents work really hard to support all of us. And honestly, when they come home looking tired, I feel really bad. And I always wish that I could somehow help them relieve that stress. So I guess I can say I'm really proud of the fact that I worked really hard when I was young to build myself up to the point where I don't have to rely on my parents anymore. Our parents do so much for us, and a lot of the times we take it for granted. Ivan GZW asks, what do you strive to achieve as an individual? I think for me it would be contentment. With everything that I do, I always want to feel happy, satisfied, or fulfilled. And if I'm ever in a situation where I don't like something and I can't change it, then I would change the way I think about it. So for me, it's all about perspective and finding that inner peace from within. Barden Mai asks, Melinda, do you ever get recognized in public from fans? So since I started making in real life MapleStory videos in 2015, I'd say I've been recognized a total of 7 to 10 times in public, excluding MapleStory Fest. The first time was in a subway, I think. Second time was at a bubble tea restaurant, and the waiter was really kind to give me 10% off because he was like, hey, are you the girl that makes MapleStory videos? The other times were at a humor concert, Anime North, a club. That one was super random. Another bubble tea restaurant. There was also this one time where I went to shoot a wedding, and the wedding photographer that I was working with recognized me from a MapleStory 2 video. So yeah, it's been pretty funny and interesting. I definitely don't consider myself anything close to a public figure because I don't even post that often, but I really do appreciate it, and I think it's cool when you guys do come up and say hi. So yeah. Sally Elric asks, when are you having a meet and greet? I feel like I never host a meet and greet in my own city because it's kind of weird. I feel like my own friends would show up. But in terms of an actual meet and greet, I'll be in Singapore from November 10th until the 14th for a really short trip, but I do want to organize an activity or something that we can do together, maybe on the 11th or 12th. I'll keep you guys updated. E.hua_ asks, what is your long-term goal career-wise? So this is something that I actually recently struggled with because I felt like I knew what I wanted to do when I was still in school. But then after I graduated, I had this like whole life crisis moment where I wasn't sure if I actually wanted to get a full-time job because I guess that's the norm and that's what everyone does. So I kind of doubted myself if I really wanted to continue doing weddings and, you know, do my own stuff on the side. Because I've been shooting weddings for 6 years now, and I was thinking like, oh, have I done this long enough? Should I move on and find something else to do? But I recently realized that I'm already living the life I want to. So back to the question, my long-term goals career-wise are continuing to do weddings. The company that I'm working with, we're actually a growing company. Like, we're not just stuck to doing weddings for the rest of our lives. We really do want to eventually push out original content, and I'm really excited to see how I can help build the company because I really enjoy the people I work with. Everyone there is super chill, and we're all around the same age too, so it's not like, oh, super old people and you know what I mean? Back to the question. I plan on doing wedding videography for a while as my main source of income, and then on weekdays I'll be doing freelance videography and working on my own YouTube videos or short films. In terms of YouTube, I would love to continue posting videos and building a community around that. Maybe get sponsored, fly out to different events, collab with other creators, and meet more of you guys in real life. Twitch is something that I'm still easing into. There's a lot I need to explore, but I have been live streaming on Twitch because MapleStory 2 just launched. But yeah, we'll see where it goes from there. I don't want to see YouTube or Twitch as a job because that's when things go downhill, right? You always want to be enjoying what you do. So those are my main career goals, but then on the side, I do want to eventually work on more films with bigger crews, submit them to film festivals, and yeah, just be able to tell stories and inspire people. Cactar asks, lowest grade you've ever gotten on a test? Go. So I think the lowest mark I've ever gotten on a test was in math. I think it was in 4th grade. It was a factoring test, and I think it was something around like 14 out of 65, and I was scarred. I was like, holy shit, dude, I suck at math. And since then, I've gone better in math. I've passed, but it's definitely not my forte. I don't like math. J-Boy asks, if you can become a character in MapleStory, who would you choose? I definitely have to say mage because you can teleport, or just even exploring the world. I could open a mystic door and travel from one country to another. And if I was a cleric and had heal, if I ever had super low energy or was feeling sick, then I can just like use heal and then like miraculously be energetic and alive. That'd be cool. The Real Madrid asks, what is your favorite movie? This one is really hard, but if I had to choose, I think I would say Shaolin Soccer. I haven't watched this movie in a long time, but I just know that I loved it, and it has a good mix of kung fu, comedy, and an amazing storyline. Vanessa.lie626 asks, what is your favorite memory from the past year? I feel like this year passed by so fast, like every other year, but if I had to choose, I think MapleStory Fest would definitely be one of them because it was such a surreal experience to meet other creators and fly out to LA. But aside from YouTube, another memory that I really liked was when I went to Niagara Falls with my boyfriend, and we went to play slot machines for the first time in the casino. Before we went in, we joked about RNGs, and then as we were playing the slot machines, it was just really funny because every time we clicked the button, we were just staring intently at the slot machine, and every time it would be so close to like hitting jackpot. We actually set a $50 budget, but we did end up hitting the jackpot for $700, which was super exciting and out of the blue. Leo.Larry96 asks, are you finally gonna get some exercise this Friday? So I haven't been exercising a lot since I graduated because I was really busy with work, but recently I did sign up for a kickboxing membership, finally getting back into martial arts, and I have been pretty consistent, so I'm pretty proud of that. So to answer your question, yes, I will be getting exercise this Friday and today and also tomorrow. Shatat asks, what is your dream MMORPG like? I would love to play a virtual reality game like Sword Art Online, but not actually die in real life. So your character would be you, and you'd be able to get to talk, interact, and chill with other players from around the world. Maybe even meet up with friends who live in different countries, or if you and a friend are too lazy to meet up in real life, then you know, you're at home in bed and you just put on your nerve gear and you meet up in game. You don't have to move. I think it'd also be really cool if it was like Alfheim Online, where you get wings and you can actually fly and get a sense of what that feels like, because when I was a kid, one of my dreams was to be able to fly, and I'm pretty sure I actually wasted a few birthday wishes on that. Tiena di tien dia di tien tia tiena asks, what are some of your life quotes and principles? Either you win or you learn. I love this. So that's a quote that I shared with you guys in one of my previous videos. You don't lose, you either win or you learn. But I have a lot of other quotes that I live by, and one of them is, with experience comes confidence. So there's a lot of times in life where you might feel small or unqualified, but just know that the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll be, and eventually the more confident you'll get. So don't put yourself down when you're trying to learn something, because just trying is already the first step, and doing it, you know what I mean? A lot of people say they want to do things, but they never actually follow through. So even if you're not as good as you want to be, just know that with more practice and consistency, you'll get there eventually. So with experience comes confidence. Another quote that really opened my eyes and meant a lot to me was, care about what other people think and you'll forever be the prisoner. If you think about that, that's actually really deep, because a lot of us are scared of judgment and what other people think, and that fear alone holds us back from being ourselves or going as far as we could. Once you let go of that fear of other people's judgments and what they think of you, then I think you'll be free. Mish Duong asks, how's post-uni going? So ever since I graduated university, I've been really busy working, as I already mentioned before. One thing I noticed is that it is a lot harder to keep in touch with friends, whether it's high school friends or university friends. I noticed that I see my coworkers a lot more often, so I really think that it's important to enjoy where you work. It's My Hero asks, what is your favorite moment in MapleStory? In the original MapleStory, my favorite memory was probably doing party quests. I love the feeling of trying to get into a PQ. What I used to do as a kid was hold my mouse like this and click it like that in order to try and get into the PQ. And the second your screen turns black, you know that you got in. And then you'd rush through it, and then once you get out, you'd try to rush and get in again. I think that adrenaline and competition in terms of trying to get into PQ was really exciting and fun. Tan_Aloy asks, what's something that motivated you in the creative work and how did you overcome it? I think this is a problem that a lot of content creators face. I think a lot of times we get caught up in what the audience wants and what they want to see, and we sometimes forget why we're even doing it in the first place. So for me, let's say for example, after I graduated, I had thoughts of doing YouTube full time because, you know, like that's a dream. But you also have to be realistic. A lot of people on YouTube, I'm not saying everyone, but when you watch a video, you don't always thumbs up or leave a comment. And those things for a creator are really important because that's how we measure how much the audience enjoys your work, right? But it can be really discouraging when a creator puts in all their time and effort into making this product, but it doesn't feel like it's appreciated. How I overcame this mental obstacle was taking a step back and realizing what I was doing this for, why I enjoy creating, and not focusing on numbers too much, because you really have to know that at the end of the day, numbers don't define your talent or success. Obviously, it's a measurement, but it can be really consuming. Don't think too much about what other people think and how it's gonna end up, essentially. Just as long as you're happy doing what you do. You know what they say, life is a journey, not a destination. The Changman asks, favorite bubble tea flavor? You guys know I drink a lot of bubble tea, but I really enjoy trying the original milk tea for whatever bubble tea restaurant I go to. But one of my favorites, as of now, I really like the Iron Goddess milk tea with either tapioca or grass jelly. Leslie Saying 12 asks, how much bubble tea is enough bubble tea? It's never enough bubble tea. Alright, I think that's all the questions I have for today. My voice is pretty tired from answering them all, to be honest. But yeah, I hope you guys got to know a little bit more about me and just had fun catching up. I know it's been a long time since I did like a personal talk kind of video with you guys, and I miss it. I really wish that I could connect with you guys more, but yeah, it's just because I always take so long to post content, and that really holds me back, I know. But yeah, I will be in Asia next month for a few weeks. I will be vlogging that. This time I want to try doing something different. I don't want to make them just vlogs. I want to make them into films. So that's another thing that slows me down, because I'm always thinking of different ways to create content, and I don't want to be, I don't want to be normal. I've had ideas of starting a different YouTube channel with just vlogs, because I know this is mainly MapleStory, but let me know what you guys think about that, if I should just stick to posting vlogs on this main channel or just start a different one, so I don't have to, you know, I don't know, because I think too much about the channel theme sometimes. Like, I'm scared to mix so much different content into one channel. I don't know if it makes it messy, but yeah, please let me know what you guys think. And yeah, until then, you guys can stay connected with me on my other socials. Remember to keep an eye out on my Instagram for Singapore updates, Taiwan, stuff like that. Catch me live streaming on Twitch. I have been streaming MapleStory too. That's about it. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!